Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tanner. Welcome to Crypto Bible. I hope you're all well. Obviously, look, I do apologize. I know it's been a little bit of a while since I have done a video. I am suffering a little bit with the hip. I'm getting there, but obviously, I'm still going through a few difficulties, hence why the lack of videos. I just wanted to thank all of my Crypto Bible family for throwing me a surprise party, and a lot of people came to visit me and throw me a party. So that was really cool. So I just wanted to thank everyone on behalf of Crypto Bible, and obviously thanking you myself for doing that. There's quite a few things we need to cover. I know I haven't been keeping you guys updated, but I'm going to try and run through everything today. There's some very exciting things happening in the market, as you guys can probably tell. We know that Bitcoin has obviously risen, well, $23,000 since the last day of last month. So just over 2 weeks ago, we were down there at $40,000. It's very hard to believe, but that is where we were. And there was obviously quite a few things that we were looking for in regards to Bitcoin to do, right? So just to give you guys a quick recap, what we were looking for was firstly to break out of all of these retracements right up to the 0.786. We ended up doing it perfectly. We did find a bit of resistance right there at the 786, but we did end up finally breaking through it. And then the next thing and the very last thing that we were looking for was for Bitcoin to basically break the B leg of this entire crash back down, right? And that B leg comes right there at exactly 59.5K. So that is what we were looking for. If we zoom into this right here, what we ended up doing was breaking that B leg, as you guys can see. And what you do after you break a certain level of resistance, you come back and back test it, just as Bitcoin done right there. Bitcoin has been moving crazy recently. But you know what? Not only has it been moving crazy, it's been moving really, really smart and good as well. These are the type of things that you want to be seeing. You want to be seeing Bitcoin move up, break resistance, come back and retest in the support. And that is exactly what Bitcoin is doing right now. So it's very ideal. It's very exciting. And we are literally on the cusp of seeing something amazing happen. Now, where are we as of this moment in time? If we go over to the hourly chart, we can see we have had a little bit of consolidation going right here. However, if I do just set that level right there, which is where we basically ended up finding some resistance, and then if we actually just get our trend line right here, what we can end up seeing is that we were just kind of getting closer and closer in here. And literally just a few hours, well, last hour, an hour ago, we ended up breaking above this resistance line right here and actually closing an hourly candle above it. Okay, so we were just obviously grinding along our trend line and we were getting closer and closer. Ended up finding quite a bit of resistance at this level right here, which was at 63K. But we have just closed an hourly candle above it. So, what I am expecting at this moment in time is a lot of excitement. I do believe Bitcoin will be making a new all-time high very shortly, potentially this week, could even be today or tomorrow. We just have to wait and see. At the end of the day, we're less than $2,000 away from the all-time high, and we know that Bitcoin is very capable of moving $2,000 very quickly. We could even take a look at some of these candles right here. So this is the hourly candle, right? If we go from here, we were at 60K. This move right here took us up to 61.5K, but then an hour later, we finished at 62K. So as you guys can see, just these 2 hours here would have been two hourly candles. So as you guys know, it is very quick to move. So I am expecting us to get back to that all-time high. Wouldn't be surprised if we find some resistance. So what I'm kind of expecting is us to just kind of grind to that all-time high and potentially find resistance there with a bull flag. And then once we do break out of that bull flag, that is terribly drawn, but I hope you get what I'm doing. Let me just do that again. There you go. We break out of that bull flag, come back, retest that all-time high, and then off we go to make a brand new all-time high. And what typically happens, what's happened historically, is that when Bitcoin does end up topping out, which I do believe it will top out pretty soon, there's so many predictions out there and everything else. I'm not going to give mine because I know it's very controversial, but wherever Bitcoin does intend on topping out, and then it starts, dropping back down wherever it may be, that is when the alts end up going absolutely mental. That is when we start seeing an alt season. That is what is historically happened. Okay, so Bitcoin looking very bullish, expecting a new all-time high very soon. If we go over to the total altcoin market cap, one thing that we've been looking at is this massive cup and handle pattern that it's been in for, well, quite a long time now, ever since May. We could draw this out right here for you. You've got your massive cup right here, followed by your handle right there. And as you guys can see, it is literally on the cusp of breaking out as well. We have come back to that resistance line, but what we're doing at this moment in time is just kind of bull flagging underneath it. It is just going to end up coiling and coiling, and I do believe we will see a breakout of the total altcoin market cap very soon. At the end of the day, if we go over to our total market cap, we already have a breakout and a backtest. This would have been the previous all-time high for the total market cap of crypto. And as you guys can see, we broke out of it and we ended up coming back to back test it. And now off we go. So the total market cap is looking very bullish. The reason why the total altcoin market cap hasn't broken out just yet is because it doesn't include Bitcoin in it. This does. So once Bitcoin calms down and the altcoins start flying, you'll see this end up flying as well. Now, obviously, looking around the rest of the market, a lot of people ask the question, why are altcoins not actually going for it? Well, the reason for that is mainly because of the Bitcoin dominance chart. So if we head over to it right now, you guys can see that the Bitcoin dominance chart, if we take all of this off, is just grinding up and up and up. And what typically happens is that when the Bitcoin dominance is going up, altcoins kind of just they bleed. It's like a slow bleed. They're not really like dropping really far, but they're not really making great moves either, right? They're kind of just in their range. And we can see that from stuff like Litecoin, for example. It's just been chilling in this range since the beginning of the month. Same goes for Dash. Same goes for something like Luna, which is one of my favorite coins, right? I'm just giving you 3 examples there, but this is happening all over the market. So whilst these altcoins are ranging, Bitcoin is moving up with the market, right? So while Bitcoin moves up, as you guys can see, that is the beginning of the month for Bitcoin going up. Look at something like Litecoin, that's the beginning of the month for Litecoin. We're just kind of stuck in this range right here, right? So basically what I'm saying is when Bitcoin does end up topping out, what you'll end up seeing is a huge rotation into these altcoins, which would then just send them flying like a slingshot, is what I like to call it. All right. So basically, what we're waiting for right now is just for Bitcoin to go ahead and make that new all-time high. We're waiting for that rotation to come in. Once it does make a new all-time high, we want those altcoins to really start get going. And on top of that, you want to be taking a look at something like the Bitcoin dominance chart, because what typically happens is that whenever this chart is moving down, that is when alt season happens. And we can take a look at previous alt seasons, right? You can see in here from the beginning of this year all the way down here, alts were having a really good time. We wouldn't call it an alt season, okay, because alt seasons more look like this right here, which is what happened in 2017, right? In this area right here was our last alt season, and you can see the massive drop compared to the drop we had this year. This type of move is what I am expecting to come out of the Bitcoin dominance chart, and basically for that to just start heading its way back down. And in here is when we will experience a massive alt season. So keep your hats on. We're nearly there. Very, very close to breaking out, but I do believe it will happen very soon. So what we're looking for is just a new all-time high for Bitcoin, maybe a bit of consolidation under it, and then a breakout back test, and then just watch it go make an all-time high. But what I can say, obviously not financial advice, guys, but what I can say is I do believe we are now on the cusp of an explosion throughout the entire market. So getting there, very exciting times, but I thought I'd just give you guys an update anyway. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, join that Discord. It's going to get really fun in there very soon, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.